Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Insights. Today we are talking about Valentine's Day, a special day that people celebrate all around the world. Valentine's Day is known as a day of love and romance. On this day, many people give cards, flowers, and chocolates to someone they care about. Couples often spend time together, and friends also share kind words. However, not everyone knows the real history of Valentine's Day. This holiday has a long and complex past, and it started many centuries ago. Over time, its meaning has changed in many ways. In this video, we will explore the history of Valentine's Day, its traditions, and how it has changed over time. Now let's get started. Part 1. Ancient Roman Origins. To understand the history of Valentine's Day, we need to look at life in ancient Rome. Ancient Rome was a powerful civilization that existed more than 2,000 years ago. Roman society was very different from modern life. People believed strongly in gods and spirits, and religion was part of daily life. Romans held many festivals each year to honor their gods and to ask for good health, good crops, and protection. These festivals were often loud, public, and full of rituals. Love, marriage, and family were important, but they were not always about romance. One important Roman festival was called Lupercalia. This festival took place in the middle of February, usually around February 13th to 15th. Lupercalia was celebrated long before Valentine's Day existed. It was held to honor Roman gods and to protect the city from evil spirits. The festival was also connected to fertility, which means the ability to have children. Romans believed this festival could help people stay healthy and strong. It was a serious event, even though some parts may sound strange today. During Lupercalia, priests called Luperci led the rituals. They began the festival by sacrificing animals, usually goats, and sometimes a dog. This was done as an offering to the gods. After that, the priests cut the animal skins into strips. They ran through the streets and gently touched people with the strips. Romans believed this act brought good luck and health. Women in particular believed it could help them have children. Many people gathered in the streets to take part or to watch the event. Another part of Lupercalia involved men and women being paired together. In some stories, names were placed into a box and people were matched for the festival. These pairs were not always couples in love. Sometimes they stayed together only for the event. The goal was not romance, but fertility and social connection. There were no love letters, flowers, or chocolates. The festival was not about romantic love like Valentine's Day today. It was more about survival, health, and the future of families. Over time, Roman traditions began to change. When Christianity spread across the Roman Empire, many old festivals were ended or transformed. Lupercalia slowly disappeared. However, its timing in mid-February and its focus on connection and pairing may have influenced later traditions. Some historians believe that Valentine's Day replaced Lupercalia in a new form. While the meaning changed, the idea of a special day in February remained. This is one way ancient Rome connects to Valentine's Day today. Part 2. Saint Valentine and Early Christianity. After the time of ancient Rome, Christianity began to spread across the empire. During this period, a new figure became connected to love and sacrifice. His name was Valentine. In fact, there were several men named Valentine who lived during the early Christian era. They were priests or religious leaders, and some of them were later honored as saints. Because of this, the exact story of Saint Valentine is not completely clear. Over time, different stories were mixed together. The most famous Saint Valentine is believed to have lived in Rome during the 3rd century. At that time, the Roman emperor was Claudius II. He believed that single men made better soldiers. For this reason, he banned marriage for young men. He thought married men would not want to fight in wars. This law caused great sadness for many couples who wanted to marry and start families. According to popular stories, Valentine did not agree with this law. He believed marriage was important and sacred. As a priest, he wanted to help people follow their hearts. Valentine began to secretly perform weddings for young couples. These ceremonies were done in private and at great risk. He knew that if the emperor discovered his actions, he would be punished. Still, Valentine continued to help couples in love. Eventually, Valentine was arrested by Roman authorities. He was put in prison for breaking the emperor's law and for practicing Christianity. While in prison, another famous story is often told. It is said that Valentine became friends with the jailer and even helped the jailer's daughter, who was blind. Some versions say Valentine healed her. Before his execution, Valentine wrote her a letter. He signed it with the words, "From your Valentine." This phrase later became very famous. Valentine was later executed, and his death made him a martyr. A martyr is someone who dies for their beliefs. Early Christians remembered Valentine as a brave man who stood for love and faith. However, historians today say there is little solid proof for many parts of this story. Some details may be legends created many years later. It is also possible that stories from different Valentines were combined into one person. Even though the facts are unclear, the story of Saint Valentine had a strong impact. He became a symbol of love, sacrifice, and kindness. His actions showed courage and care for others. Over time, the Church honored him as a saint. His feast day was set in February. Slowly, Saint Valentine became linked to love and relationships. This connection helped shape what we now know as Valentine's Day. Part 3. Valentine's Day in the Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, life in Europe was very different from today. Most people lived in small villages and worked as farmers. Society was divided into clear groups, such as kings, nobles, knights, and peasants. The church had strong influence over daily life, beliefs, and traditions. Travel was difficult, and many people never left their hometowns. Even so, music, stories, and poetry were important forms of entertainment. These stories often talked about honor, bravery, and love. One important idea during this time was courtly love. Courtly love was a special kind of love written about in poems and songs. It usually described a noble knight who loved a high-born lady. This love was often secret and not physical. The knight showed his love by being loyal, brave, and respectful. He might fight battles or write poems to honor the lady. Courtly love was more about feelings and imagination than real relationships. Knights played a key role in these romantic stories. They were trained warriors who served kings or nobles. In stories, knights were polite, brave, and devoted to their ladies. Women were often shown as beautiful, gentle, and unreachable. Poets wrote long verses about love, longing, and devotion. These poems helped shape the idea that love should be deep and emotional. This way of thinking was very different from earlier times, when marriage was mainly about family and money. During the Middle Ages, people also began to connect love with a specific day in February. Many believed that birds began to choose their mates around February 14th. This idea made the date feel special and full of meaning. Love in nature was seen as a sign of love between people. Because of this belief, February 14th slowly became linked to romance and pairing. Writers played an important role in spreading this idea. One famous writer was Geoffrey Chaucer, an English poet. In his poems, he wrote about birds choosing their partners on St. Valentine's Day. His writing helped connect Valentine's Day with romantic love. Other writers followed his example, and the idea spread across Europe. During this time, people began to send early Valentine messages. These were simple poems or short notes. They expressed admiration, affection, or loyalty. These messages were often handwritten and personal. However, the love shown in these poems was often idealized. It was more about dreams than real life. Many people could not marry for love because of social rules. Still, these ideas helped shape the romantic meaning of Valentine's Day that continues today. Part 4. The Rise of Valentine Cards and Gifts. By the 18th century, Valentine's Day began to look more like the holiday we know today. During this time, people started to express their feelings through written messages. Sending a Valentine card became a popular way to show love and affection. These early cards were not bought in stores. Instead, they were often made by hand. Writing a Valentine was seen as a thoughtful and personal act. In England, handmade Valentine cards became especially popular. People used paper, lace, ribbons, and dried flowers to decorate them. Some cards included poems or romantic drawings. Others had secret messages hidden under folded paper. These cards took time and effort to make, which made them feel special. Sending a handmade card showed care and creativity. It was a way to speak from the heart in a quiet and meaningful way. As time went on, new printing technology changed everything. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, printing became faster and cheaper. This made it possible to produce large numbers of cards. Soon, people could buy Valentine cards instead of making them at home. These printed cards often had colorful designs and romantic words already written inside. This made Valentine's Day easier and more accessible for everyone. Mass-produced Valentine cards quickly became popular, especially in the 19th century. In the United States and Europe, companies began selling cards in large numbers. Some cards were simple, while others were very detailed. They often showed hearts, flowers, and loving couples. Humor also became part of Valentine cards, with playful messages and jokes. This helped Valentine's Day reach a wider audience. During this period, gifts also became an important part of the holiday. Flowers, especially red roses, became a strong symbol of love. Roses were linked to beauty and passion. Chocolates also became popular gifts. They were seen as sweet and luxurious. Giving chocolates showed care and affection. Over time, symbols like hearts and Cupid appeared everywhere. Cupid, the Roman god of love, became a common image in Valentine decorations. As these traditions grew, Valentine's Day became more commercial. Shops advertised cards and gifts, and people felt pressure to buy something special. Despite this, many enjoyed the holiday. Through trade and cultural exchange, Valentine traditions spread to other countries. Each place added its own customs. This helped turn Valentine's Day into a global celebration of love. Part 5. Valentine's Day Around the World Today. Today, Valentine's Day is celebrated in many countries, but the traditions can be very different. In the United States and much of Europe, Valentine's Day is mainly a romantic holiday. Couples often exchange cards, flowers, and chocolates. Many people go out for dinner or plan special dates. Restaurants, shops, and hotels are usually very busy on this day. Children in schools may also exchange small cards or candy with classmates. In Japan, Valentine's Day has a unique tradition. On February 14th, women usually give chocolates to men. There are two main types of chocolate. One is given to loved ones, such as boyfriends or husbands. The other is given to coworkers or friends and is called duty chocolate. This tradition focuses on giving rather than receiving. South Korea follows a similar custom, but with an added step. In South Korea, Valentine's Day is followed by White Day, which is celebrated on March 14th. On White Day, men give gifts back to women. These gifts often include chocolates, candy, or flowers. This creates a balance between giving and receiving. In South Korea, there is also Black Day on April 14th. On this day, single people gather to eat black noodles together. This shows that Valentine's Day is not only about couples. In Vietnam and other parts of Asia, Valentine's Day has become more popular in recent years. Young people often give gifts, write messages, or go out together. In Vietnam, both men and women give presents. Flowers and small gifts are common. Some people also celebrate love with close friends. The holiday is influenced by Western culture, but still keeps local traditions. Valentine's Day today is not only for romantic partners. Many people use this day to show love to friends, family members, and even themselves. Parents may give small gifts to children. Friends may send kind messages to each other. This wider meaning of love helps more people enjoy the holiday. Modern technology has also changed how people celebrate. Social media plays a big role. Many people post photos, messages, or stories online. Some share memories or write public love notes. Others enjoy watching how people celebrate in different countries. Culture shapes how Valentine's Day looks in each place. While the meaning of love is universal, the way people express it is beautifully diverse. Part 6: Modern Meaning and Changing Views of Valentine's Day. Today, people around the world have very different feelings about Valentine's Day. Some people love this holiday and feel excited every year. They enjoy giving gifts, writing messages, and spending time with someone special. For them, Valentine's Day is a happy moment to show love and care. Other people feel less interested in the holiday. They may think it is too commercial or not meaningful for them. Because of this, Valentine's Day creates many different opinions in modern society. In the past, Valentine's Day was mostly about romantic love between couples. Today, the meaning of love is much wider. Many people now celebrate love between friends, family members, and even co-workers. Some people send Valentine messages to their parents or close friends. Others celebrate the day by thanking people who support them in life. This shows that love is not only about romance, but also about kindness, respect, and connection. Many people also criticize Valentine's Day because of commercialization. Stores sell expensive gifts, and advertisements push people to buy more. Some feel pressure to spend money on flowers, chocolates, or jewelry. They worry that love becomes something you must buy. Because of this, some people choose simple ways to celebrate. They may write a letter, cook a meal, or spend quality time together. These actions can feel more personal and sincere. In recent years, new trends have appeared, such as self-love and friendship celebrations. Some people use Valentine's Day to focus on themselves. They take time to rest, enjoy hobbies, or practice self-care. Others celebrate Galentine's Day, which is about friendship, especially among women. These ideas help people feel included, even if they are single. They remind us that everyone deserves love and care. Even with criticism, Valentine's Day still matters to many people. It gives a reason to pause and think about love in daily life. In a busy world, this reminder can be important. Love does not always need to be big or dramatic. Small actions, kind words, and honest feelings are also powerful. Valentine's Day helps bring these ideas into focus. Valentine's Day continues to change as society changes. People now have more freedom to choose how they celebrate. There is no single right way to enjoy the holiday. What matters most is personal meaning. Whether people celebrate with a partner, friends, family, or alone, the day can still be special. In the end, Valentine's Day is about love in all its forms, and that message remains hopeful and meaningful.